very like bringing, like not emotional, but
Who's getting in there?
Okay. I think that was the intent. So to better understand this poem, let's go stanza by stanza, okay? First of all, let's look at the title, Annabelle Lee. Do you notice any repetition?
yes.
Where?
At the end, he goes, my darling, my life and bride. He said darling like 5 times.
He said Annabelle Lee in every John.
Yes.
Every John,
Exactly. So specifically, right here in this first stanza, where do we see fourth line, Annabelle Lee? Every fourth line in the stanza we see, he mentions Annabelle Lee. Very good. So what do we think this means, this first stanza? Well, first of all, let's look at that first line. It was many and many a year ago. What does that sound like to you? Something familiar?
Sounds like,
If I were to start a story that way, it was many and many a year ago. What does that sound like?
Before ago.
What does it sound like?
Before, like it happened before.
Okay. What does it sound like I'm about to do? It was many and many a year ago. What was that? Tell a story. So normally, what would I say if I was to begin a story that way? Thank you. So if I were to replace that with once upon a time in a kingdom by the sea, doesn't it sound like I'm about to tell like a fairy tale or a story? So I think that was Edgar Allan Poe's intention here. He's about to tell us a story about this girl named Annabelle Lee. Or it seems like a love interest, right? So what else do we see with this first stanza before we move on? Any other signs of repetition in the stanza? I know, Josh, you mentioned Annabelle Lee is in every fourth line, every stanza. Is there something else? Any other lines that are repeated?
The word is in everyone.
Oh, no.
I used to read the whole thing.
No, you're right. Go ahead.
There's more to it though.
What is it?
It talks about the kingdom of the sea.
Kingdom by the sea. Exactly right.
Atlantis.
That's repeated as well.
I had my hand up first. Atlantis is real. Read documentaries, bro. Did you watch Aquaman?
All right, let's look at this second stanza. I was a child and she was a child. So just by reading that line, what do you think he's trying to say? I was a child and she was a child.
They were kids.
What was that?
They were kids.
They were kids, or they were just...
They were like, it was like, they were young adults.
They were young. They were young, right?
How old was Edgar when he went with
Probably
his
thought he was a kid.
We don't know. He's specifically talking about his wife here. We don't know.
Like, do we know like how old
He was? I think he was college age when that
Post
happened.
way. He was like, I'm
Yeah.
18. Top 18.
Right.
So
So I have a question for you.
She's 5 out of 5.
Guys, the line that says, it was many, it says, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. What does that mean? This line right here, with the love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her